Hope everyone's having an awesome day. This video is for anyone who owns a doggone camper, specifically a Winnebago REVEL. Now I've heard the Jayco terrains and launches, they're big pieces, they're nice, They're nice to look at, they got great eye candy, but guess what? Whoever puts these things together, you cannot be proud to say that you worked on this Winnebago REVEL. Or more than likely, probably the Jayco terrain, because I'll look at the Facebook groups. I mean, I'm working on right now a part of the water system under the bench, and I have a 23 REVEL. Why in the world would somebody use poly PEX adapters, male adapters to be specific, decide to put this crap in there? Now my complaint is this, it's poly for one, this one was leaking. So I'm going to replace this one. Guess what I'm going to replace it with? Because it's really not that much more expensive. Whoever okayed to use poly fittings, brass. Guess what? This is not going to break in half. So the other side, the cold side, when I'm messing with this one break, the cold side just snaps right off. Up there in Winnebago decided to say, well, let's use some poly fittings. Oh, so we can save, what, 25 cents, $1, whatever? Don't even get me started on that second alternator, how y'all just saved a bunch of money and jacked that whole system up, you and Bomber. So anyway, let me show you, let me try to get a picture of this, half of this fitting, where it's located. All right there is the culprit. That's one snapped right off. Why would you use a brass one right underneath it? Oh, maybe because it's hot water. I don't know. Why? Why would you even put that crap in there? This right here was leaking, so I got that out in one piece. Just messing around with it. Oh, there it is right there. Look, snap right there. Because you know that this thing is going to get hot. Why would you even do that? So now I got to put this doggone, I'm going to try this this nipple extractor and see if it works. If not, I got to back up and punt. Way to go, Winnebago. Well, that worked. Again, way to go, Winnebago. Why in the world would you do this? I know this is not, you probably do this across all your models, everything, travel trailers, everything. This is what worked for anybody future, this nipple extractor here. It worked well. So, anyway. Way to go, Winnebago. Yeah, I'm a little irritated. Well, back to the REVEL saga here. You can see how messy they leave everything because they're super tidy and they are built on quality. Just look at that, folks. This is why you don't buy a camper or an RV. So what I did, I went and cut off my stub out way down there. Down here. I just kept them like this right here so I can see what goes where and kind of get the idea for links. Did the same thing for the red one. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, just kind of piecing this back together. I'm trying to do this the best I can because, so I replaced everything back to these fittings right here. Put the 90s in, brass 90s. All right, so this is the 90s that were coming up. So this used to be, they had the poly tube, the flex pipe that went up to the showers right here. This was a T before. And so I'll explain why I did that earlier. So you can see the water pipe I did. This goes back, this is the one that broke off. Right there. This is the one that, this one was leaking from the get-go. But I added these T's right here, and then I put these adapters, and I just went from stainless braided hoses, and I repiped the pipes going up to the shower right here. I had to reroute those. But here's what I did. All this was poly, Everything in here was poly before. I put all brass back in. Why can't you get a mixing valve with a doggone union in there? Was it going to cost you another extra $5? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to pass it along. You know, like, hey, I really make quality stuff. No. Anyway, this is what I've done. Now let me show you why I had to reroute the stuff. Reroute the shower valves. Now, this is a problem, like just getting these things off right here. They're a pain in the butt. But I went back with them, had to buy the tool for that. But that's another story. I got those for my house too. But this is what I done. My solar charger, I unscrewed this back side here. But this side right here broke off. Right? Now, yeah, it's still a little hot. 2 more pipes behind that, which in turn didn't give this room for this to rest. Look at that jumble of wires right there. And I'm gonna take this off. We'll get a better view here in just a minute. All right, so my panel is removed. So so this is my pipes going up to my shower. They had them routed to this side of the vent, which is in a really odd spot too, by the way. Because what that did, that pushed all these wires right here up on the back of this solar charger, which probably caused that to pop. So hopefully now, with the pipes removed from crossing over here, because there's like no room up in here. So you can see the hot, unorganized mess that we got going on here. That goes down to right there. So this is why I rerouted the water pipes. And so change that out. Brass fittings right there. Now for some reason this one here, the O-ring was bad. So I had to pop the O-ring off. But everything's good. It's all pressurized now. And everything's good. One other thing on those drop-eared 90s, the brass drop-eared 90s I got. That's what I use right there. This one, I had to take the washer out. So my first run, for some reason this washer was torn. I'm not exactly sure what was happening. I'm not sure how that happened, but let's go back to Lowe's. Got me a brass fitting. Got an exact replacement. Pulled that washer. Just pulled the washer out, and then put it in the put it back in on the cold side of the shower valve. So anyway, that's been my project for like 6 hours. There's a lot to do, but if I can do this, you can do this. We can make Winnebago, you know, look a lot better because we do it the right way. We don't take shortcuts and all the things. Yes, I'm ranting, okay? So it's just part of it. But if I can do this, you can do it. Take your time. I use the same crimps. I got the little tool from Lowe's. Everything I needed was at Lowe's. You can probably get some a little bit cheaper at a plumbing supply company in your local town. I just cut everything out and just mimicked that, and I just rerouted the shower pipes to the other side to make room for my solar charger, which I got to replace that now because, you know, Winnebago, y'all do a great job. Anyway, hope this video helps somebody out.